A narrator recalls an unseasonably cold night from his childhood when a mysterious figure wearing a demonic mask appeared before him, and it was clear to the boy that she was not human. The story then moves to the present day in the remote Shiraka village where locals are terrified by news of gruesome murders in a nearby town which they blame on a terrifying monster known as a shungwai. These shungwai are described as fearsome beings from ancient times that abduct and eat people. A cheerful young man named Ko arrives in the village to deliver herbs and vegetables to an elderly woman while the villagers continue to discuss their fear of the monster. A panicked child rushes in, crying about the horrible deaths and begging the old woman to call a shungwai hunter. Ko watches this with concern as the old woman tries to calm the frightened child. The woman worries about Ko living all by himself in the woods and suggests he move to the village for safety, but Ko politely refuses, saying he is perfectly happy living out there. As Ko leaves, the villagers gossip about him, recalling that he is a poor boy who was abandoned in the woods by his father. They feel sorry for him, noting that despite his sweet nature he seems unable to trust others and always returns to the solitude of the forest. Ko, however, thinks to himself that the villagers are mistaken and that he is not truly alone. When he arrives at his small house in the woods, he calls out for someone named Chiyu but is startled to find she is not there. Suddenly, the masked woman named Chiyu ambushes him from behind in a playful attack. Ko easily sidesteps her and she gives up, and he teases her for being so noisy while she compliments his improving skills. Ko smiles, thinking it's good to be home with the very shungwai the villagers fear. A flashback shows how they first met when Ko was a small, shivering child left alone in the cold. The masked Chiyu found him and asked why he was there, and he naively answered that he was waiting for his father as he was told to do. Chiyu understood he had been abandoned and explained that her kind, the shungwai, feel only disdain for human traits like loyalty and compassion, as their nature is to sow chaos. The boy, Ko, realized she was a monster and asked if she planned to eat him, but Chiyu simply said she was tired. He introduced himself as Ko and she told him her name was Chiyu. Over the years, Chiyu taught Ko how to survive by hunting for food, strengthening his mind, and even swimming, though she comically struggled with it herself. Back in the present, Ko asks Chiyu why she helps him and if she cares for him, but she dismisses the idea, claiming he is too weak to be of any use. She explains that she had grown tired of being alone while searching for something, and he was simply a distraction from her loneliness. Later, while fishing, Ko mentions the rumors of the shungwai in the next village. Chiyu says they would just run if it came near, calling herself pathetic for being too tired to fight. Ko notices that Chiyu never eats the stew he brings from town and realizes he knows very little about her past or even what she looks like, as he has never seen her without her mask. One night, as she sleeps, he quietly tries to remove it, but he is interrupted when a fish bites his line and Chiyu playfully slaps him with it. Ko apologizes and confesses he wishes he could see her face so they could smile at each other and share a meal like a normal family. Chiyu firmly refuses, stating she will show him nothing. Ko resigns himself to their strange life, accepting that as a shungwai she is different. While returning a pot to the village, Ko sees a mother and child holding hands and feels a pang of longing. His thoughts are interrupted when the terrified village child appears again, screaming that he saw the monster in the woods and that it was covered in human heads. Panicked, Ko races back to his home to find Chiyu, fearing the worst. He finds his house empty and runs into the woods, where he comes face to face with the head-collecting shungwai. He then finds Chiyu being held captive by the creature. Ko angrily declares that Chiyu is his family, but the monster mocks him, calling him a future vessel for Chiyu. The creature rips her mask off, revealing not a face but a black, empty void. It explains that Chiyu is a famous god of war who lost her body and now needs a human vessel to reclaim her power. As the monster lunges at Ko, Chiyu breaks free and attacks it, allowing them to escape. As they flee, Ko confronts Chiyu, asking if she was really planning to possess him. Chiyu shows him the emptiness inside her body, confirming she is hollow. She explains that she was defeated long ago and her body parts were stolen, including her face, and that she has been searching for them ever since. She admits she first intended to raise Ko to be her vessel, but over time he became too dear to her to harm. She tells him they must part ways because she must fight the creature, revealing that one of the heads it carries is her own long-lost face. Hearing this, Ko's despair turns into determination. He excitedly realizes that if they defeat the monster, he can finally see her true face. He willingly offers himself as her vessel so they can fight together, saying that she saved his life once, and now it is his turn to save her. Chiyu agrees and proposes a temporary pact that will lend him her strength without permanently taking his body. The head-collecting monster is searching for them when Ko, now transformed and empowered by Chiyu, emerges from the water. With incredible speed and power, he confronts the beast and demands it give back what it stole before swiftly slicing off the heads it carries. The next morning, Ko awakens by the river, remembering their victory. He discovers a new mark on his arm and then sees Chiyu emerge from the water without her mask. He is stunned to see her true face for the first time. She is beautiful but scarred, with one white eye and one black eye. She smiles at him gently. Ko jokes that the sun behind her nearly blinded him, and Chiyu says that after losing so much, she finally has hope for the future. She embraces him and tells him she has hope because now, she has him. Together, they prepare to begin their journey.